Welcome back. Story 1. I got an angry text from my child's father's wife about him spending money on us. I met this man at work when I was 21, he was 30. He was my first relationship and I ended up pregnant. We broke up when our son was 2 and he's now 10. He got married 5 years ago and has 2 small children. It might seem weird, but he's kept that part of his life very separate from our son and I. I've never met his wife or his other children, and neither has my son. My son doesn't spend nights with him. This is something his father and I both agree on. I don't want my son feeling like the odd one out. His dad sees him a couple evenings after work and on the weekend. Usually it's just them, but occasionally the 3 of us do something together. He's not on child support, but he provides for our son financially. My son gets him less than his other kids, so he compensates how he can. My son has a PS5, a new iPhone, and an expensive bike. His dad gives him Roblox money and Lego sets whenever he asks. He reimburses me for buying him nice clothing and shoes. He pays for his school and sports. I get the occasional gift, and it's usually flowers. He gives me more on a special occasion like Christmas or my birthday. Once in a while, he'll take me shopping as a thank you for being a good mom. We don't have sex. And this is the subject of this text I got from his wife, someone I've never communicated with. What she wrote: my name, this is her name. I know we don't know each other, but I'm tired of keeping my mouth shut. You are a sick woman for doing what you do. He is married. You had your chance and lost him. You're sleeping with a married man. He's not yours just because you had his kid. A kid you used to take his money. My kids are his legitimate children and don't have half of what he buys your son. Why? Because I can't bribe him with sex. You have no right to take gifts from my husband or have him in your house. I watch what he spends, so don't ever think I don't know what's going on. You're not half as slick as you think you are. You aren't going to take him from me. I have no idea what to even think. I did not expect this after years of no communication. I'm very uncomfortable. Edit. He's my child's dad, and we have a relationship even if we aren't in a relationship. I can't leave my son with an adult who considers him illegitimate. There is no way for our situation to be perfect, but my son is happy and safe. The gifts are in addition to him providing for our son's needs. Yes, we both think it's best. I do acknowledge the gifts are bittersweet. Nothing beats one-on-one time. You're right to be uncomfortable, OP. It seems like your child's father's wife has some grudge against you. She sounds jealous too, and honestly, I don't think her jealousy is unfounded. Your child's father spends a lot of money on him. He keeps you and your child away from his family, and he has never let you meet them. And you two have had a relationship before. All of this combined would make any woman jealous or suspicious. I would advise you to talk to him about her message. He should deal with it. He's the one married to her. If anyone should help her clear her suspicions, it's him. Now for some comments. In my opinion, this is the result of not meeting each other and let the kids know each other. It is very stupid from her to send this message because this is an issue. She needs to discuss with her husband, not with you. But I also can understand how uncomfortable it can be for her while things are happening behind her back. I don't know the reason he doesn't want your kid to meet his family. In my opinion, this is kind of odd. That's a crazy text for sure, but what are you expecting when you don't let your child meet her or her children because you don't want him to be the odd man out? There are plenty of kids who grow up with stepmothers and step-siblings and they are normal children. It is you and your ex who are the jerks for this. You created the monster by separating the two. She was definitely out of line, yet even though I would take it to hubby, not the ex-wife, I can't say I wouldn't feel the same. I agree with forwarding the text to him and telling him to manage his own shit. She's not OP's problem, she's baby daddy's problem. But she shouldn't block her. Mute her or segregate her texts and messages, but OP needs to think in terms of collecting evidence if she ever needs it. This may turn into a legal battle over child support or custody, and OP needs to keep the wife's unhinged communications so she has a record. If she keeps bitching about money, it sounds like she's going to try to make child support an issue in the future. OP needs to keep all communications with that in mind. Story 2. Am I the a-hole for telling my dad he's not welcome at my wedding? I'm getting married in the near future, hopefully. We have a tentative date of July 2021. But we have had to reschedule twice already, so I'm not hoping for much. My dad and I are estranged because 2 years ago his affair with a close friend of my mom's came out, and he left my mom to be with her friend. He was really cruel about the whole thing, and so I decided to be done with him. He and his current wife tried to get back into mine and my siblings' lives, claiming we loved them our whole lives and they were good to us, but we are not having any of it. You don't get to be so cruel to our mom and then expect us to be okay with it. My dad found out through my uncle that invites had been sent for the first wedding and were rescheduled. He also found out we let some of the close family know the second date that got cancelled, and he reached out to me many times to find out why he and his wife never got an invite. I said it's because they weren't invited and blocked his new Facebook account. This wasn't good enough for him, and he showed up Wednesday after work to confront me about it, and I told him he's not welcome at my wedding and neither is his wife, and I did not want to hear from him anymore. Am I the a-hole? I only ask because some people in my life have suggested he was a good dad before, and I shouldn't let what he did to my mom affect our relationship. And where I come from it's hard not to let it. I mean, they were two of the closest people to her and they stabbed her in the back. And then my dad threw my mom's issues after my birth in her face as the reason for the affair, which implies it might have been going on for 26 years. And I don't know, I still have love for him, but I also hate him for what he did. You're not the a-hole, OP. Your dad and his new wife did an awful thing and betrayed your mom. When he cheated, he didn't just leave your mom, he left you too. I understand that people can argue that your father can be a bad husband but still be a good dad to you, but it's very hard to not see him as a bad father too when he hurt your mom so much. At the end of the day, you choose whoever you want to attend your wedding. It's your wedding, not your dad's, and it's totally okay for you to love the man but hate him for what he did and not want a relationship with him or his wife. Now for some comments. Not the a-hole. He didn't just cheat on your mom. He cheated on the whole family, led you and your siblings to believe you were a happy family, all the while sleeping with a close family friend. He can do what he likes with his life, but these are the consequences of his actions. If you don't want him in his life, he can deal with it. Not the a-hole. You get to choose who is at your wedding. What a low blow to your mom to have your dad cheating on her with her friend. Then for him to try and tell her it was her fault. No thanks. If you don't want them there, then they don't get to be there. Your dad can't tear apart your family and try to burn down your mom on the way out and think there will be no repercussions. Not the a-hole. He didn't just have an affair. He destroyed your family. Some people can forgive and move on, others cannot. It's your wedding. You should be comfortable with the guest list. I'm guessing your mother won't want him there either, and seeing as the hurt and damage your father caused is still raw, it might be best for him to stay away. Fact is, time doesn't heal all wounds. Sometimes wounds are fatal. Story 3. Am I the a-hole for asking my girlfriend not to wear a Halloween costume? My girlfriend and I are both 21 years old. I don't know why, but she's already started planning Halloween parties and costumes with her friends. She wants to go to a few parties and clubs that night, and she wants us to go together. She wants to wear a sexy Princess Jasmine costume. Jasmine already wears pretty revealing clothes in the animated movie, but my girlfriend just wants to wear a blue bra and a loose pair of pants that is very transparent and see-through. Not Western style pants, more Middle Eastern style, but not exactly. I'm a very big fan of Aladdin, and I played Aladdin in a school play. So I was actually very happy with her initial idea of a Jasmine costume and was very touched, thinking she was doing it for me. I'm not very comfortable with such a revealing sexy costume though. Am I the a-hole for asking her not to wear this costume? She was pretty upset with me and is dead set on wearing this outfit, whether I agree with it or not. I understand that I have no right to control what she wears and that it's her body and her choice. But seeing how uncomfortable I am with my girlfriend wearing such revealing clothes, I don't see any other alternative but to ask her not to wear it or not go with her on Halloween. Even then, if I don't go with her, I'm not sure if I'm okay with her going to so many parties and bars on her own dressed like that when she has a boyfriend. I know how crazy such college, especially with massive amounts of drinking on Halloween. A lot of her female friends are also planning on wearing revealing sexy outfits. And I guess it's par for the course for Halloween. I genuinely do not want to come across as a controlling, prudish asshole. And I'm not forcing her to do anything. But I don't like how the whole thing has gone down. Now for some comments. You're the a-hole. You are coming off as controlling and prudish, and to use the "if you wear it, then I won't go with you" is pretty manipulative when you know she wants to wear the couple's costume and have fun with you. It's a shame you are so insecure about what your girlfriend chooses to wear. At the end of the day, it is her choice. If you don't want to wear revealing clothes, then don't, but she has every right to wear what she likes. You're the a-hole. You're being extremely controlling, so get your head out of your pompous ass and see the situation with clear eyes. You cannot control what she wears just because she is your girlfriend. The alternative is to get the F over it and have a fun Halloween with your girlfriend. Or you can stay your funky ass home and she can have a fun Halloween. Either way, she's gonna wear her outfit and have fun, but you will need to get over it if you still want a girlfriend. No a-holes here. Don't let these people shame you. It's perfectly reasonable for you to not want your girlfriend to go out half naked. These people are sheep and don't think on their own. They are told by society how they are to behave and what to think. If you are uncomfortable with your girlfriend being half naked, then tell her it's a no-go. It's okay for you to have boundaries. It's equally okay for her to ignore those boundaries, but you should never feel shame for feeling the way you do. It's perfectly normal. If my girlfriend wants to go out half naked, she can. She just won't have me around much longer. Simple.